Let's go. Yo.
What up, everybody?
All right.
Yo.
In the booth.
Yeah, turn the beat
Yo,
up.
what up, man? It's in the booth.
That right.
It's your boy Messenja.
I'm Canton Jones.
Ramona Jones.
GCS back in the building, man.
Everything came together in the booth. Years later, and we still in the booth. Do a podcast with the interviews. Can't even stop what we finna do. Got a resume longer than a limousine. Got something for the king, something for the queen. And we got a winning team by the 15. Then we hit them with a bada boom, bada beam.
You know what it is when we in the booth. Speaking to the house, speaking to the youth. And no matter what, we gon' tell the truth. See time hops, you gon' see the fruit. Put the kid tag, gotta pull it from the roots. Get the best and get the bag, gotta get the loot. Find another way to preach, we don't need a suit. General in the game, looking for recruits. Let's go. You know I did with CantonJones and Messenja in the booth podcast.
Those of you who love quartet, good morning. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
What's happening?
Thank you guys for joining us in the booth with Canton Jones and Messenja. Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcast.
Yeah. And if you would like to advertise, or if you would like to sponsor or donate or anything like that, or have a question,
Give money.
just hit us up at intheboothpod at gmail.com. We're going to have coming up this fall, we're going to have slots coming for artists that want to perform, slots coming for anybody that wants to advertise.
Can they come and just do their thing, or do they have to give money?
What?
I just want to make sure. Like, you know, certain people hear certain things.
But yeah, but that's when they hit us in the email. That's when they'll get the package. So the package.
Pause.
Yeah, will come. Wait, what?
Yeah. Please explain the package. Thank you. That's better. Paperwork is better.
They get
Oh, God.
Like, you about to have the feds coming up here.
the email.
Getting that pack.
Yeah.
Oh, that right?
Okay, shout out to the
happening from the Netherlands?
What up,
That
Netherlands?
right?
What up, Netherlands? Call it Netherlands like that.
Like it's a city.
Yeah, what part of Netherlands you
Amsterdam?
from? Where are you from in the Netherlands?
What is it?
From where?
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
Okay, yeah.
Where's Rotterdam?
Yeah.
In the Netherlands.
We've been near, because we've been to the Netherlands before. So I'm trying to figure out where's,
South side.
South
Okay.
side.
That right?
It's always the south side.
South side of the thing. That right?
Southside Netherlands, what's happening?
Southside Netherlands.
Hey,
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you go on Eventbrite and put in Kingdom Generation Conference, and go ahead and get that seat. It's limited seating for this conference. This is the second annual Kingdom Generation Conference. It is an all kingdom teaching, kingdom manifestation, kingdom transformational information conference. That's all we do at this conference. It's very powerful. Myself, Dr. Canton Jones, and Apostle Walter Green, who will be teaching and just giving.
Mama call him Dre. I'm gonna call him Dre.
I'm gonna call him Dre. His name is Walter.
Yeah, Walter Dre.
Yeah.
I just found out this man's name was Walter. Been knowing him for almost 30 years.
But we talking kingdom supremacy
Yeah.
for this one. So make sure you get there. Go ahead and get your seat. Eventbrite.com. Put in Kingdom Generation, and we'll see you there.
All right. What are we talking about today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What we talking about today?
All right, we own it, man. Thank y'all for listening and riding with us, man.
All right.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had a great celebration, 100 episodes last week, and that was pretty dope. Even though our one kept falling off the
We
the
had,
wall.
We had 10 episodes. We had 0 episodes. We had 100 episodes.
Right.
So,
One like back was 7, so
yeah.
700 episodes.
Yeah. So today, we are talking about what indictments. A grand jury in Mississippi declined to indict Carolyn Donham, whose accusation set off the lynching of black teenager Emmett nearly 70 years ago. Despite revelations about an unserved arrest warrant and a newly revealed memoir by the woman, a prosecutor said Tuesday. After 7 hours of testimony from investigators and witnesses, the grand jury determined that there was not sufficient evidence to indict her. I guess the warrant was not sufficient. Was justice served in any kind of way in this case?
I mean, what would make it sufficient? Like, what
I thought
would
that's
they
what
need?
a warrant was for.
Exactly.
I'm not in police and law enforcement. I don't know if a warrant has an expiration date, but I thought a warrant was a warrant. And if you got a warrant for somebody arrested,
Yeah, and if it was never served.
yeah, you got to serve a warrant.
Watching months and months of Law and Order,
Yes.
just because she was served a warrant, they probably had enough evidence against her to serve the warrant. She probably went to jail, or they probably arrested her and immediately got her out.
They didn't do anything.
Nah, they ain't do none of that.
Nothing. They never served the warrant.
They never served
Yeah,
her.
it
Yeah,
was never
that was-
served.
Yeah, they found it in a police station, some folders or
How old
something.
is the lady?
She old.
She old, but the Emmett Till situation was 70 years ago.
Oh, okay. I thought they served it and didn't do anything about it. But you saying that they never served it.
They never served
Yeah,
it.
they never
So they
served
found it and did what with it? Just
Hid it. That's
throw
what
it
that's what they
away?
did.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
hid it.
They hid
Until
it,
just
I mean-
recently, they tried to take it to court, and then some kind of way it's still.
What did the judge say? The judge just said you can't serve it. It's over.
Yeah, after 7 hours of testimony from investigators and witnesses, the grand jury determined that there was not sufficient evidence to indict her. The evidence, I thought, the warrant
Why
is
would
the thing.
you? But what I'm saying is the process is. I'm confused about the process. Why would there be 7 hours of testimony if she's not in the courtroom? And she can't be in the courtroom unless she had been arrested. So therefore, she
No,
had.
yeah, you can have a court date. You can have a court
How
date.
could I don't have to come to court if I hadn't been arrested or charged with anything? You
Yeah, but-
can't. I'm just not gonna come to court because you say, "Hey, you need to meet me at court at 4 o'clock in the morning."
No, you can have an appearance for a court date. Yeah, you can come to court with it. You can come to, like paying a ticket. They send you a letter. You got to appear in court.
Yeah, but you were speeding. You violated the law.
Yeah.
So that ticket is the thing that gets you in court. In this situation, an arrest is what gets you in court. So they had to arrest her. They probably didn't indict her, but they had to arrest her. In order for her to be in court, she had to be arrested. She ain't just gonna go to court. Okay, let me ask you. If somebody say, "Hey, bro, hey, you, I think you the dude that shot my brother. Meet me in court Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock." You going?
If it's the sheriff with a warrant that knocks at my door and says you have to appear in court on this date, or a letter comes in my mail that says I have to show up for jury duty or something like that, then I gotta go.
So you saying? No, they go. In that case, if you were the person that shot
Because
somebody's brother, they
they
gonna
like-
arrest you.
Huh?
You're gonna get arrested.
What?
If somebody says you shot my brother and you're the one, they got evidence of that, you're gonna get arrested. Then they're gonna bring you to court to see if you're gonna stay in jail. So you got arrested. Yeah.
No, that's I'm reading it now. It says a note on the back of the warrant says Dothan was not arrested because she
was
could
never
not
arrested.
be located at the time.
She couldn't be located at the time. So why would they do?
Maybe this case.
Tell me this though. Why would they have testimonies
That's what I'm saying. Maybe this
for
court
a
case.
person that they can't find?
Maybe this court case
I
was
mean, no,
preliminary. Like she wasn't even there. Maybe they're saying to even have a case, even have a hearing,
But
we
she's
need to
been
do
found
this.
now. That was
No,
she
but-
couldn't be found back then.
That's what that's
Yeah,
saying. That she could be found back then. She
but
had to be in the courtroom in order for them to do
they've located
7
her now.
hours of
I don't know.
testimony.
It doesn't say she was in the
I
courtroom.
don't
She
think she
had to
was
be.
there. I honestly don't think she was
It
there.
wouldn't make no sense because what if they said that she was indicted and there is enough evidence?
Then
Or
they
what
would
if
have a
they would
real
take her
case.
she would have to go to jail and serve a sentence, but she had to already be arrested if she was in court. if they had a court, you know what I'm saying? How they even know if the lady's alive if they can't find her? You see what I'm saying? So when they found her, then she had to be arrested. Now, the arrest could have been, I got arrested one time and, daddy took me and got me right out.
Yeah.
So that could have been.
But I think
that could have been her just getting arrested. But in order for you to have a court case and witnesses and a grand jury, bro, she had to be sitting there. And she had to get arrested in order to be sitting there. So they arrested her. I believe they arrested her. They probably not giving everybody all the information.
Yeah, it says unserved arrest warrant. So,
but the unserved arrest warrant was when she couldn't be found years and years before. Yeah. But in order for it to come up in front of a grand jury, she had to be there.
They can serve you to be in court without arresting you. Like I'm saying, that's like it's possible to do that.
They can serve you to be in court to be a witness. But if you are the person that they're going after, they're gonna either arrest. You're not just gonna show up to court on a murder charge and you ain't been arrested. What idiot is gonna go to court without being arrested?
If they send you, it's legal.
Bro, you're thinking like a church pastor.
No, I'm not.
What?
If they sent you a letter in the mail that says you got to show up for a murder charge because they think that you did it, which this doesn't happen. We're just making this up.
First of all, she wasn't the one that murdered him. It was for a warrant.
But she had a warrant for an arrest.
Yeah, it was the court case.
It was for her husband, and their son, I think.
Yeah, but if you got an unserved warrant, then that means if they found her and she's in court, then the warrant has been served. You look at the wording of the thing; it says she wasn't indicted.
Yeah,
which means whatever she was arrested for didn't hold up, so they got to let her go. But she had to be in court. And she had to be arrested to be in court. Because ain't nobody just going to come to court to sit there for 7 hours if you ain't arrested me. Why am I here? If you ain't arrested me, I don't have to be here in court. You going to court just today, just see if somebody got a warrant out for you? You just going to go up there?
No, if they send a letter to say you have to show up to court because there's a case of an unserved
witness,
warrant.
Jury, but if an unserved warrant, there's a warrant out for your arrest, the police are coming. You ever known any person that just say, hey, there's a warrant out for my arrest? Now, some people turn themselves in, but the police are looking for them.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The police have been looking for her. That means they had to catch her in order for her to be in court. Because they're not just going to have a court date and she's not there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm saying I think she was in the court room.
She had to have been served with that arrest warrant that hadn't been served in order for her to be in court. If that's the case, then they would have had this court date years before, 70 years ago. That means you can have a court date without a
issue.
warrant.
It was unserved. It was just sitting there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in order for them to have a court date, they would have had to serve her with the warrant. So she was arrested. She had to be in order to be in court. She had to be. She cannot. If that's the case, then they would have had the court date 70 years ago. Anyway, your question was, just to serve.
Yeah. So what was the result? Like
they didn't find.
So that they can they try her? That's it. It's over.
No, they're not gonna try her. They're not gonna do nothing to her.
Well, she did.
They didn't find enough evidence to serve to determine that.
She got to be 90.
On the last.
So I mean,
the last lap.
And what?
This was 70 years ago.
And she was
already an adult.
She's the woman
at least close to adult.
She's the woman that he looked at, or she's the woman that he accused him of looking at her.
Yeah.
All right.
So she started basically the whole process of what happened to Emmett Till.
So what do you think type of questions happened? Because back then, if she was walking with another white guy, and he looked up at her, and the dude was like, "What you looking at?" And because they
saying hypothetical.
They went out. What I'm saying, the type of questions. I mean, what are the type of questions? She accused him. All right, this young kid looked at me, or whatever, but somebody had to be there with her to kind of push that agenda, to kind of push that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she could have said that. Somebody had to be with her. Why arrest the husband? Because I felt like he probably did it.
No,
kind of push the agenda. You know what I'm saying? To kind of make it more than it's almost like it's I'm walking with you and a kid look at you, and I'm like, bro, what you looking at? You know, that type of thing. As instead of her running, finding somebody, and then coming back, and then accusing him. It's him that did it. You think that boy gonna stand around? So now it had to be like a boom boom type of thing. That's what I'm saying. So that's why the husband was up for arrest. You see what I'm saying?
But
I gotta make it make sense in my head.
It doesn't make any
because
sense.
if you're talking about a black kid, 15 years old, looks at a woman, the woman, he stands there, wait for her to go get some people and say that it was him, and then stands there again for them to catch him and lynch him. No way.
Okay,
nah. It had to be a boom boom situation, which means she was walking with somebody. He probably looked up and dude was like, "What you looking at?" And then they grabbed him right then. That's how that had to happen. If not, he wouldn't have got caught. They would have had to come find him.
And one of our viewers said that Janelle Grant Williams said that Emmett's cousin found the arrest warrant in Mississippi courtroom, and they tried to serve her, but they didn't serve her in Mississippi, so they found her in North Carolina, and they tried to take her to court. But Mississippi has to give the warrant to the court in North Carolina so she could be served, and they never did.
Oh, so this was years
how in the
ago.
world did they have 7 hours of testimony for what and
I
who?
guess from witnesses, and then they said that his cousin saw him get kidnapped, and in her memoirs, in Dothan's unpublished memoirs, it gives an account.
That's a kidnap. That's more than, that's a boom boom something. That ain't no.
Yeah, Emmett Till's cousin, his last living, said he saw the abduction, and the prosecutor tried his best. They snatched him up.
So they snatched him up.
This whole thing should have gone through. They should have that unserved warranted should have led to an arrest. Like they should be in jail for that.
So I mean, you talking about I just don't understand.
The only reason that it wouldn't happen is unless a warrant has an expiration
date. Understand
if a warrant don't have an expiration date, then you still serve the warrant. What gets you out of a warrant for an arrest is my question.
Oh, well, shoot.
You can't get out of a warrant.
Unless everybody's behind it. The whole judicial system, and they trying to
the
cover
only
up
thing
what
legally
really
I
happened.
don't know is if there's an expiration date on a warrant.
It's not.
If it's not, then okay, then there's a warrant for your you got to get arrested at least, and you know, go through the process.
That lady's still alive. That lady's still alive.
She's still alive. She old.
She's old. She got oxygen and all that. And I mean, that might be why they didn't do it, because they feel like she's so old. But so what? You put black people in jail and they be old too. Bill Cosby, you know. Like, to me, it's just, I know we don't like to pull the race card, but to me, that's what it is. Like,
Bill Cosby got out, right?
Yeah. He got out.
Yeah. Well, I think he's still in court and all that litigation and all that stuff. But to me, it's a black boy. I don't even think he probably whistled at her. Like, come on, man. Back then, you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of it.
You can make a.
But I think the whole thing is, was it her
who lied?
That is the part.
Yeah.
So what you mean was who her?
Was it her that lied on him? Like, if it's a boom boom situation, then I'm thinking that he looks at her, but somebody's with her, and they jumped on him. They made it happen. He grabbed him or something like that.
Well, it says,
she had probably initiated it.
It says that
she initiated
he was 14 in Chicago, and he was visiting in Mississippi. He was visiting his relatives. So Carol, the lady, worked in a store.
Yeah,
so I guess he went into the store, but then it just says that Till had whistled at the woman but denied that he touched her. So I really don't know, but to me, you can't believe nothing that went on back then, because the white people.
What 14-year-old black kid gonna whistle?
Especially in that time, like, come on, man, it was just so much hate back then. Like, they was just they was doing everything to black people. So I don't even think he probably whistled at her. It was just, there go we finna get him. Like, that's it. That's all they were doing. They were snatching us
This
up.
could have been something else. Regina Nunnally says it can be filed as something else or a federal hate crime. Could have went as a hate crime.
So I mean, my question is.
So they kidnapped him in the middle of the night.
Who has the energy? Do they have family members that have the energy to go after this case?
But his cousin, that's what it said. His cousin
Like I
is the
said.
prosecutor. But he was saying that basically the way they treat us as people in court, they not giving him they're not helping him out with. So they kind of just basically pushing it to the side, like they've always done.
Yeah, but I mean,
It says the Reverend William Parker Jr. is Emmett Till's cousin and last living witness. And the prosecutor tried his best to, and we appreciate his efforts, but he alone cannot undo hundreds of years of anti-black systems. So basically, they ain't trying to listen to nobody. Like,
I think too. When you talk about energy, when you talk about the energy of
you gotta serve a warrant. That's my thing.
yeah, when a loved one is gone. Now you talk about
'Cause I got a warrant.
years.
I got a warrant for not showing up for jury duty. So like a warrant, you gotta go.
You got a warrant out for your arrest right now?
No, I'm saying when I'm saying
about to call 911.
and then it say-
Why would you call 911?
why would I say that live on the air?
Live on the air.
Why would I say that
Why
live
would you
on the
need to do
air?
that?
Yeah, I got a warrant right now.
I'll be like, but
I'll be like, and them jokers knock. Yeah,
I'm about to call 911 on that man right
and
now.
see, even
he right here. He right here.
even back then, it says
yeah,
that it says that he was the husband and the son or brother, the husband and the brother-in-law were arrested, but she was never taken into custody. So she was 21 when all this happened. She was never taken into custody, but her husband and brother-in-law were, and they got locked up, but she never did. So she was just out. She was just chilling while everybody else was getting locked up, and she started out it.
But they
what
had
I'm
a
saying,
warrant. The warrant was then.
What I'm saying is, she what it sounds like to me is that they used her as a pawn to kidnap him. Like,
And they say they snatched him up in the middle of the night and brought him to her.
yeah, well,
But she
You gotta
tried.
serve-
She
you gotta
said she
serve
tried
that-
to help him, denying it was him. She claimed that Till then volunteered that he was the one they were looking for. So
He
they
volunteered?
yeah,
Man, come on, man.
So you imagine that these guys, probably in their 20s,
yeah, because she was
and
21.
they
So
right. So they just it seemed like it's something that went too far. They probably wanted to do whatever, and it just because of the hate and the tension that was going on at that time, it just went too far, and so they had to cover it up with the warrant that wasn't served
Yeah,
and all the stuff that happened.
If they came and got the brothers, then the warrant is all that's together. It's like, okay, we got a warrant for arrest.
see, yeah,
We
they
got-
said they
they finna
admitted
get
to
arrested.
it.
Like how you lose that warrant?
But then
and
you
all this-
expose everybody
Yeah.
else
and you can't.
that was
And,
involved. So
and
that's
they
why they
admitted
want to
around
kind of
it.
throw it
The
away and
brother-
get it out.
I don't,
And-
what's messing me up is after 7 hours of testimony from investigators
too.
and witness, which means I see what it's saying, because I was thinking investigators and I was immediately thinking questioning in court. This is just people walking around the streets,
Right.
asking people.
That's why I feel like it's a
what happened, what
preliminary
happened.
type of thing, and
So
not
yeah, they never made it to the court.
right.
7 hours from investigators asking just people what happened. Yeah.
And,
Well,
like
how
I
you
said,
gonna
too.
ask?
Half of the
And
people
then
you
they
aren't
said
even alive.
How you gonna?
Yeah, most
How
people.
you gonna ask just strangers what happened if they just found a warrant? Everybody that was involved is dead.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
So the grand jury, of course, is gonna determine that there's not enough sufficient evidence.
Well, there were witnesses too. It was
They all dead.
Not all of them. It's an investigator and witnesses. What?
The investigator and witnesses, man, them people probably can't remember.
Okay.
I believe, bruh. If you really think about it,
Or they were for Emmett Till, and they were like, "No, that's not, you know,
they had been-
that's
they
not
had
enough."
gone through
but
this.
you think about it though, man. After 70 years, you're investigating something. You're asking. You're going. You're trying to ask.
Yeah, but to me, that's why to skip that whole thing.
What a grand.
They're trying to.
You know how much evidence you got to have to go to the grand jury? Like,
But it's just a warrant though. I'm saying the
But
warrant part got
this
to
says
be.
that they've been doing this because the dates that they got, like this say 2006.
Yeah,
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
all-
They
Yeah,
done-
you got to serve a
they
serve a
done
warrant. You got
passed
to-
civil rights acts, and then it says the statute of limitation was up.
Yeah, I wasn't even
So-
at the house.
There's a statute of limitation on the
So
warrant.
this, I don't know about the warrant, but they just
On
said
rape it
that
is.
the statute of limitation
There's
had
no
ran
statute
out.
of limitation on rape.
Yes, it is. Right?
No, they can forever come get him. There's no statute of limitation on rape.
Yeah, in February
Yeah,
2007,
'cause, I mean,
they declined to indict
I think
anybody.
anything sexual.
And they closed the
Yeah.
case. So
If
they
they-
keep closing the case and opening it back up. But they're not.
They get more time or
Yeah,
some type
they
of renewal.
still not.
But is
doing
this
nothing.
it? Like they can't open it up again?
So I mean,
Yeah, it's
well,
still
I mean-
a warrant is a warrant to me.
he was with people who pass away. If people are still like studying, I mean, or if you want to press charges, or if you do something, and you feel like it was a wrongful death, even in a hospital case or something, it's tough on the family to keep doing that over and over. It's just a tough thing to do. You know what I'm saying? To keep mulling over this, to keep investigating this year after year after year. And when my mom passed away, I felt like they, could have did a little better as far as in the hospital or what have you. And they asked me, did I want to press charges or do something? And I just thought about, I made a couple calls and then I just thought about, man, this case or her being ill or whatever is gonna keep playing in my head, and I'm gonna keep dealing with this over and over. And I just decided, well, she in heaven with God. Let me put it to rest. Even when my dad passed, we had speculation that he had a heart attack, or we had a speculation of but we didn't know. And they asked me to do an autopsy. I was like, nah, that's okay. I'm at peace. And I understand how, emotional people might be to keep going over. You're talking about 70 years of his family, people who died over the years, 70 years, to keep going over this story over and over and over because they felt like there was no justice. But, I feel like, at this point.
I mean, you got to look at the Teal family too, though. It's 70 years of trauma
right,
for them.
but they saying
now,
it was insufficient
this man
evidence.
here is saying that he's the last living.
Yeah, the parents are gone.
Everybody gone.
But at the same, see, my thing is this though. They lying. You can
it'll
tell
be
they
just-
lying just in this article because they saying that they said that there was insufficient evidence. How is there insufficient evidence when she wrote a memoir? How is there insufficient evidence when they admitted to kidnapping this dude and bringing him to her, killing him? So how is that insufficient evidence? They got locked up. She didn't. So how is that insufficient evidence?
I mean, bruh, the way they twist stuff up, watching Law and
Hey,
Order.
warrants.
That's terrible.
It has to
That
be
system
served,
that
man.
system need to change.
Because
So
if
in
that's
God's
the case,
name, we
well,
pray
then
against that.
Let
they
move
need to
on.
give me my
That's sad.
mine back for
Let you be free.
No,
Hey, y'all,
I'm just saying.
I'm finna call 911.
I'm just saying.
Hey, he right here.
Okay.
He right
I
here.
had to turn myself in.
He right here.
Give me my time back, or give me my.
They crazy.
What
my-
you did? You parked in a handicap
No,
parking
I
lot?
didn't go to-
jury
I didn't go
duty,
to,
he said.
jury duty.
Jury duty.
Jerry dude.
They
Yeah,
can
I was
arrest
off at
you?
school. They were sending mail to the house.
And they can arrest you for not coming to jury duty?
Yeah,
I ain't never had
went to
jury
jail?
duty.
yeah, I had to turn myself in. That's what I'm saying. That you ain't.
How many years you do?
How many years? Can you go to the game, please? Please.
Hey man,
All right.
this game is called So Emotional.
All right.
I'm gonna be watching man, Black. Nah, I ain't
Come
gonna
on,
say.
let's go.
This game is called So Emotional.
All right.
I wish somebody would.
Can you please?
Okay.
All right.
So this kind of like I like it when, I hate it when. So we're just gonna do some what causes the emotion. The game is called So Emotional. So we're just gonna go around. I get happy when.
Money come in.
Facts.
That's mine
Just go
too.
answer
Yeah, that's easy.
when it's time to eat for me.
But it's
I get happy when me and my wife have a good night.
All right. Well, amen.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get angry when.
money don't come in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
On the check bounce.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. That's gonna be.
All the answers gonna be money. Yes.
Money, everything.
I get annoyed when
The money don't come.
Money don't come.
Yeah, the money late.
I'm embarrassed when I ain't got no money.
Right, exactly.
Uncomfortable when I definitely don't have no.
Yeah, we can zoom through this one. This is easy. I get nervous when the money don't go through.
Yeah. I know that.
I get motivated when the money do come.
When you
I
get
get
the card and
suspicious.
you don't know if it's gonna go through.
I get suspicious when I'm missing money.
Right, exactly. I get tense when that
When I
money
ain't
get
got
low.
enough money.
Yeah.
I get silly when I
get a
got
whole
too
bunch
much
of money.
money.
Yeah.
But that was easy.
Yeah, that's an easy game. We all won. There you go.
That's funny. Hey,
I'm
listen,
done
people.
doing this.
No, that was a good one.
I meant to post a link today, but I will start posting the link so y'all can come in and chime in and give us facts. So y'all keep watching, but I'm gonna start posting the link so y'all can come in, chime in. Listen, when you come in, we're gonna bring you in on Zoom. It's a Zoom link. Like, be brief.
And dress.
That's what I'm saying. You got a screen.
And dress.
You got a screen.
Yes, please have on clothes.
And take your bonnet off.
Yes, please.
The world.
And look presentable. You know.
Yes.
Show you.
Look
Listen, but
presentable. Don't come in there with a bra on and inside the bed.
we're gonna trust you, world, and then we're gonna see how this goes. But if I bring you up on the screen,
Yeah.
You talking like somebody's
something
daddy.
ain't right.
Yeah.
Going in the store. Look here.
Yeah, that's how you tell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look here.
So I'm gonna start posting the link so you can be on the show anywhere around the world. So y'all, make sure every day you keep watching. I'll start posting the link so we can.
Y'all act right.
No, I ain't doing it every day. Just on Wednesdays. All right, so y'all gotta wait. Yeah, we're gonna do it on
Live
Wednesday.
Wednesdays,
So we're
yes.
doing it,
We got to call that something.
Yeah. All right. Kingdom Concert.
Kingdom Generation Conference.
Yeah.
Go to Eventbrite right now
Yeah.
and go get your reserve your seat.
Also, we got another Jazz and Jokes coming up.
Yeah.
September 2nd. We got another Jazz and Jokes.
I'm telling jokes this time.
Yeah, amazing lineup. Great musicians. It's going up, baby. Yes, sir.
All right, well, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, and look,
Tomorrow.
if you got a warrant for your arrest,
Yeah. You ain't got to serve it.
hey,
They ain't got to serve it. Just tell them.
that's what. If you
But
got
don't
a
let
warrant
that
for
man
your
get you
arrest,
locked up.
Right. Don't listen to him.
Let that man get you locked up.
Podcast with the interviews.
if you got a warrant,
Man,
depending on what it is.
Got a resume.
This man said he missed jury duty
for the queens. And
They
we
still
got
got
a
one
winning
out,
team.
it's still out.
Then we hit him
It's
with a
still
bada
out.
boom, bada bing.
You know what it is.
He right here.
Unlike this case. Unlike this case. They served that one. Y'all had to
Don't call me now that I said trouble. Please don't call me. I ain't got too much to do already.
Man, I was off in school.
Yeah.
I was off in school. They put that thing to my parents' door.